Hello, everyone, and I hope that everyone is doing well and you are having a wonderful day today. I am currently burning sage and rose petals. So, my team asked me to burn this before the reading. And of course, as always, today is the 11th. So, we are doing a reading for all 12 signs. And I just want to make sure that we're clearing the space. And you should be able to see the smoke. There's been a lot of videos of people saying, oh, you shouldn't burn sage on camera. This is sacred, things like that. And while I would agree with something like that, you also have to remember that we all have our own team. We all have the shamans and our spiritual teams that are behind us. And when we are individually doing different things, whether it's reading cards or channeling, they will guide us and let us know what to burn. And they asked me to burn sage and they asked me to burn red petals, rose petals with it. So when my team says it, got to go ahead and do it. Only thing that you can do is follow the information that your team is giving you and let it burn right there. Your instinct, have discernment in everything that you do. So my last reading, I did an unbox of the witches box, and I hope that everyone was able to see that. It's, like I said, great company. This is two of the herbs that they sent me. It's 14 herbs, 14 different little I'm tongue-tied today. Little glass bottles with the crystals and the candles and everything else. So it's really great. I'm also burning a candle so that I have the golden white light of the creator of Source here with us today, so that all of the information that we're getting is from our Source team, my shamanic team, my ancestors, and also I do get information from you. So whenever you see this, it's because it's time for you to see this. I am able to speak to your higher self. So when I do a personal reading one-to-one and you ask me questions, 9 times out of 10, your higher self answers me. Okay, because your higher self knows what you need, and your higher self knows what contracts you came in with and what you are and are not supposed to be doing. Okay, so if you don't like the answer sometimes, that's basically too bad, because this is what you came here to do, and this is what you came in with a contract. All right, so let me get my book, which I should have had here to begin with, so I can write down the information, because I always like to make sure that I have the times where I go over each sign, which I will put in the description box below. Okay, so let me get my pen. And we are in February right now. So beginning of February. So we're of course going to start with Aquarius, because Aquarius, we're still in that season. And then after that, it is Pisces. So let me just take this paper out so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Now remember, if you are looking for a personal reading, all of the information for personal readings is in the description box below. And we can do it face-to-face through Zoom. I can do it as a recording and send you the link, as well as the healing sessions. And usually my healing sessions will be with my sound bowls. I also do Reiki, and that can also be one-on-one through Zoom. Or if you prefer, it can be something where I pre-record it and I send you the personal link as well. So that is up to you. And we're probably going to start with my new tarot deck, which is the Biblical Tarot. And I also put that in the description box below the last time that I used it. I love this deck. It's beautiful. And I really love it because it has a lot of like the Bible verses, and it's very easy to discern the information that comes up. Okay, one more. Capricorn. So I'm trying to start every single time that I do these readings for the 12 signs with the month that we're in. So right now, Aquarius is the right time because Aquarius is from January 20th to February 18th. And right now we're only at February 11th. So we're still in Aquarius. Next month we'll start with Pisces, which is from the 19th. Yes, from the 19th of February to the 20th of March. All right. So I don't have any channeled messages, general messages for anyone right now, for us. It could come through during the time that we're here doing this, and I might get something, I might not. Right now I'm very hot, which means that Spirit is here, Spirit is active, and Spirit is going to be helping us along the way. And when I say Spirit, that means, all of my ancestors, the dragons, my shamanic team, everyone who is behind me. So right now at 7:01, we're going to start with Aquarius. So 7 minutes and 1 second in. Okay, let's see. What does Aquarius need to know for this month? What does Aquarius need to know? And I only ask for the month because things can change from month to month. Remember that your messages are where we are in the current timeline. If you do not like the message, you have the opportunity to change your fate, to change your timeline. It's up to you. Remember what I always say is that we are the manifestors and the creators of our life. So if you don't like something, you can change it. And the first card that we have is the Three of Greens. And I show you the cards because I love the illustrations. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, the Biblical Tarot, she really did a great job. She has an Instagram account, which is also the Biblical Tarot, and she has a website as well if you're interested in purchasing these cards. So we have the Three of Greens, the Nine of Greens, and we have the Empress, which is amazing, Aquarius. So you are building, you are following your instincts, you're following the things that you want to do, you're following the Creator, you're following the commands of the Creator. So you are on the right path. You are doing the things that you need to do. The king. So for me, the king is the Creator. He's giving this person money. He's giving this person 120 talents of gold, large quantities of spices and precious stones. And this is the Nine of Greens. The Queen of Sheba visits Solomon, which again, the queen. Again, don't get hurt. There's no gender in tarot. When I do a reading, I do a reading of spirit. So you could be a male with a female spirit. You could be a female with a male spirit, vice versa. Doesn't matter. So you are being rewarded for everything that you have gone through. You are being rewarded for all of the things that you have done. And here is the Empress. The Empress is the head of is the mother of the tarot, basically. And the picture that we have is of Mother Mary, the mother of Jesus, and she has the red heart with the crown. I'm hoping you can see that. So your heart is open. You are open and ready for love, for abundance. You haven't closed yourself off to anything, to any of the possibilities that you are looking to have come to fruition of all the work that you have done, which is amazing because you've been through a lot. And the fact that you've kept your heart open is a testament to who you are. So one more card. Oop. Now 2 came out. Which one do I keep? Oh, 3 came out. Which one do I keep? Now they're telling me to try again. One more card for Aquarius, please. Are we keeping it with 3? We're not going to get a 4th card. I prefer having a 4th card. Here we go. The Queen of Candles. Wow. Deborah. Prophecy, prophetess, and leader. So she was a prophet and she was a leader. Now Deborah, a prophet, the wife. Let me see. This writing is so tiny. The wife of Lapidoth. I hope I'm saying that right. Was leading Israel at the time. So you are a leader. This is you right here. You are a leader. You can be the leader if you so choose to. Doesn't necessarily mean that you want to be a leader, but people see you as a leader. People see you as someone that they can come to whenever there's something going on, because you're able to go ahead and help them with an open mind and open heart. You're kind of like the mediator. So you're able to see both sides of the story and come to a middle ground and a conclusion for the people that come here that come to help you, that come looking for your help. Okay. So I'm pulling the Medicine Woman's Oracle, and I've been using this one a lot lately. Mother Earth wants to be in every single reading that I do, so I've been using these a lot. Let's see. What does Aquarius need to know right now? What does Aquarius need to know? And I'm probably pulling this one and the Love Oracle, and that'll be it. So those are the 3 decks that I'll probably be using for today, unless they direct me elsewhere. So we have the Moon. The Lady Moon gives you the keys to mastery and other feminine power. So this is someone that has heavy, heavy feminine energy, feminine spirit in them. And it's just letting you know that everything is working in your favor. Remember that we all have a spirit team. All you have to do is ask them, talk to them. They're waiting for you to give them a job to do. They're just sitting around, bored out of their minds, waiting for you to say, hey, I need help with this. They are here to help you. They are here to help you bring forth your manifestations. What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? Okay. Unconditional love. I remind you of the magic of love because you are blessed. Something in the autumn. A time for letting go and lightening your load. So something's going to happen in autumn for you. Now, in order for me to get a card like this, a timing card, this has to be very, very strong. Now, does this mean that in a couple of months, this might not come up? Yes. It depends on you. It depends on your state of mind. It depends on whether or not you're keeping yourself open and you're keeping yourself ready to receive the manifestations and the abundance that you are looking for. And I don't always get a timing card. So when I do get it, it's usually very strong possibility, 99.999%. Okay. Again, unless something within you goes wrong, unless something within you changes. The heart's wisdom. Listen to the call of your heart and you're guided in love. So you have another card that has to do with your heart being open and being available to receive abundance. Because remember, if you close yourself off, you close yourself off to everything. All right, let's see. Let's see. Celebrate. Today, celebrate the love you share with those who matter the most to you. Charisma. You have charisma. Love flows to you and you radiate charisma and charm. Oh, 2 more. Individuality. Wow. Be wary of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality and adventure. Seek adventure together. It adds excitement to your journey. Now, if you're single, then what you have to do is take these cards as, this is me, and this is what I have to do for myself. You need to have adventure for have adventures by yourself. I think the best adventures is when you're out and you're doing things by yourself. You take that wrong turn. I love going out into nature. I love going on hikes. I love going out on walks, out in the forest, in parks, things like that, because I feel that that makes me whole. I love being out in nature. I love, yes, I love hugging trees, hugging trees. I love speaking to them and speaking to the grass and the flowers. They have spirit. They have a soul as well, and they can speak. So do these things for you. Do these things not because someone else wants you to do it, but because you're worthy and you know that you yourself are 100% worth the effort. Because if you don't believe that you're worth the effort, no one else will. Okay. And that is all for you, Aquarius. I hope this finds you well. And remember, these readings are not for everyone. This is a general reading. So if you don't see that this is a reading for you, it could be one of two things. You don't believe that you deserve this, or it just could be that it's not in your timeline at this point in time. And one day it will be. Okay. So now we're going to Pisces, and Pisces, we're starting at 1642. All right, and now Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know, team? What does Pisces need to know for this month, team? What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know? They're telling me that in this reading to use the work deck also. So I guess you're worried about work, things like that. Pisces. Oh. Okay, so the first card for you is Three of Feathers. And Three of Feathers is the rebellion against David. And with the Three of Feathers, we have the king was shaken. He went up to the room over the gateway and wept. And as he went, he said, "Oh, my son, Absalom, my son, Absalom, if only I had died instead of you." So that's a little bit sad right there. And then we have the Four of Candles, the ark brought to Jerusalem. So the ark brought to Jerusalem, it goes from this. So maybe you lost your job. You didn't know where your money was going to be coming from. You were worried. You were upset. And now we have the ark brought to Jerusalem, which is celebration. So with the celebration, we have wearing a linen of ephod, or ephod, ephod. I hope I'm saying this right. David was dancing before the Lord with all his might, while he and all of Israel were bringing up the ark of the Lord with shouts and the sound of trumpets. So that's celebration. So if you haven't found a job yet, it's coming. You will be finding a job. You will be able to take care of everything and take care of the household and things like that. Remember, if you are married, I feel that your spouse is not as concerned as you are, and your spouse is there, and your spouse is able to take care of things while you're still looking. If you already found a job, stick to this job for right now. This is the job for you. Even if you are to find a new job later on in the year, maybe making more money, things like that, try to stick to this job and learn anything and everything that you can, so that for your next position, if this isn't the one that you want it to be in, you have more experience. One other thing that I can say to you is that if you're looking to go back to school and earn a degree, now is the time to do it. Okay? You guys are in a position where you will get FAFSA. You will get money to be able to go back to school, whether it's you or your spouse. Okay? So now's the time to start. All right. One more card for Pisces. Two more cards for Pisces, actually. Two more cards for Pisces. Two more cards for Pisces. And that's my dog whining because I'm not paying 100% attention to him. Oop. So I have 5 cards, but I'm only keeping the first 2. So we have the soul, creation of a living being. And we have the Ace of Chalice, which is the Samaritan woman at the well. And it's Jesus talking to the Samaritan woman. This is when he asks for water. But whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. These two cards together, to me, first of all, the creation of the soul. We were soul beings before we came into flesh. And when we die, we will go back to this right here, to this soul being. So for you, Pisces, this is just showing you that this does exist. This is real. There could be many reasons why you're not a religious person, and that's okay. I'm not a religious person either. I'm a spiritual person. But believe in your spirit. Believe in the power that you have to manifest. Believe in the power that you have to create your own life and the things that you want. And to remember that even though you're not religious, I know you believe in Jesus. Not the one from religion, not the one from the books in the Bible, but the true Jesus Christ that was here for every single person, no matter who they were. Remember that we are not separate from God. We are connected to God. We are the breath of life. We are the breath of God, because our soul is directly connected to our creator, to source, to God. Therefore, we are God. We are God incarnate on this earth. Now, the difference between us and Jesus was that he was born of the Virgin Mary and did not have an actual person, a man that inseminated Mary. That's the only difference. That's why he is the son. Okay? But you have to understand that we are all a part of God. We are all a part of Jesus. We are all a part. We're all together. We're all connected. Just like we're connected to Source because of our soul, because this is a part of Source, we are all connected to each other. Now, I'm going to use the cards that have to do with work. This is all about work, these cards here. Because I see that you are, even though you've already found a job or you're close to finding a job, you're still a little bit worried. Okay. What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know here? They're telling me just flip them over. Okay. So you have freedom. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. So if you still haven't found a job, it's time for you to start looking about self-employment. If you already found a job and you're working, stick to it and make sure that you are learning anything and everything that you can. But self-employment is something that you should be looking at as well. Fast changes. You will be leaving a job suddenly or getting one very quickly, or your work may change dramatically in a short time. This is what we're talking about. Go with the flow. So if you're still in that transition, go with the flow. You have a partner that's there for you. You have a partner that is not going to let you down. Shedding. You are starting to outgrow your work situation and you need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and in medicine. Are you hearing that, Pisces? You work well in healing and in medicine. And this is very, very specific. It might not be for every Pisces. I know a lot of Pisces that work well with their hands. Not necessarily means that they work well in medicine, but they work well with their hands. So you could go into something like engineering as well. Adventure. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. And, okay, not these. So that's good, Pisces. You're doing well. Okay, so Oh, wow. Some of these are backwards. Let's see. Oh, a lot of these are backwards. Hold on. How did I do that? Wow. All right, so let's see, Pisces. They're telling me not the love cards for Pisces. So which cards do you want me to use? Do you want me to go back to, yes, to Mother Nature? This does not belong here. But I'm going to pull it because if it wasn't meant to come out, I'm going to use it anyway. Nothing is a coincidence. So I hear hearing and ear. These cards are cards that I use when I'm doing sound healing or Reiki because it helps me get to the bottom of exactly what's going on. So this can help resolve some hearing and vertigo problems and may also restore the sense of smell. So if you're having issues with sense of smell or vertigo, say this: I hear the voice of God and it is music to my ears. May I bask in the glory of the energy that flows through me from my creator. So I'm going to say this again. This is an affirmation, Pisces, for you to say. I hear the voice of God, and you can say creator, you can say source. You don't have to say God. And it is music to my ears. May I bask in the glory of the energy that flows through me from my creator. So make sure that when you say that you are in deep meditation. Okay, let's see, Pisces. They're telling me just pull the cards. Divine sexuality. I reveal your talent to enchant. So you are an enchanter. Coyote totem. Show humor and laughter is your medicine. And this is your spirit animal right now, the coyote. And coyotes are very resilient. Your body is power. Your body is yours. Celebrate your temple. And that's something that a lot of us fail to do. We think that because, oh, we're a little overweight, my body isn't exactly what I want. No. Celebrate your body now. Don't wait. Don't say, well, I'll celebrate it when. Don't. Because it will never happen. You have to start celebrating what you have and who you are now in order for the universe to then give you exactly what you're looking for. Sacred ceremonies. I remind your soul of the sacredness of the world. So there are ceremonies that you can be doing on a daily basis, as meditation. You can be listening to music that has a higher frequency to lift up your spirit. There's a lot of things that you can be doing for yourself, for you, that you might not be doing yet, that will get you through that hump, Pisces. Okay, but that's all I have for you. So now we have Aries at 2820. Let me put this card back. That was really interesting how that card popped up. So we have Aries. Let's see, what does Aries need to know today? What does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know today? Oop. The Lovers, Adam and Eve. Wow. Two of Feathers. God tests Abraham's faith. Uh-oh. You might be going through a tower moment, Aries. And Miriam's praise for God. You might be going through a tower moment right now. It could be something having to do with your lover, with your wife or your husband. You could be going through a tower moment if you are working on your spirituality. Usually when you're going through a tower moment, there's a breakthrough that you will be doing. And I believe that it will go through because look at these two cards. We have celebration and then we have Lydia, faithfulness. So celebration with Miriam. Miriam sang to them, sing to the Lord, for he is highly exalted. Both horse and driver he has hurled into the sea. This is when they were escaping Egypt. And then we have Lydia, which is the businesswoman. And she is a creator and a manifester. She creates her own destiny. She creates everything that she is looking for in her life and all of her abundance. And she balances her business and her faith and her spirituality. So if you're going through that tower moment right now, Aries, it's going to be great on the other side, okay? My hair's a little... Oh, I was going to keep using these, but I already have the 4 cards that I need. So we're going to Mother Earth, of course, the medicine woman. Let's see. Oh. Spirit of the earth, have faith. You are supported. So you are supported, Aries. Hold on a second. I need some water. You are supported, Aries. That's beautiful. There's actually a diamond in the middle. Stories. I leave you the memory of the healing tales. So, as I always say, we all have our spirit team. We all have the knowledge of our ancestors, and we all have the knowledge of our past lives built into us, in our DNA, in our spirit. We just have to tap into it. The stories are there for you to use and to, not just for remembering, but for to help other people as well. Oh, let's see. Embrace. Remember your primordial nature. You are a vessel. So that's another... This is actually really great. So you have the spirit of the earth that's backing you. You have your stories, and you have Mother Earth telling you that you are a vessel. So are you using your gifts the way you're supposed to be using them? Are you tapping into them? Maybe that's why you're having your tower moment. And remember, for those of us that are empaths, that are open like this, when we have a partner, that partner has to be a warrior, has to be someone that's going to protect not our spirit, because that's what our whole entire team is for. They have to protect us physically. They have to be there for us. They have to... It's kind of like living with the queen, where the man, if you're the queen of, like the Queen of England, her husband had to be in the background, taking a step back. You have to have a very strong man, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that is going to be okay with that, because you're the one that's going to be in the limelight, or vice versa. He could be the one that's going through this tower moment and going through all this. Are you going to be willing to sit back and be in the back, in the shadows, where you're going to be helping him physically, mentally, and spiritually to make sure that and protect him from, all of the things of the world? So you have to be a very strong person to be a partner to someone like me, to someone like us. One more card for Aries, please. One more card. Oop. Authenticity. I open the way of the truth. These cards are gorgeous. And I'm going to say this one only because it's talking about you having power and being an empath and having special gifts. Personal power. I encourage you to be the master of your destiny. Now, this is for everyone as well. You are the master of your destiny. You are the person that can decide whether where you're going, what you're doing. This thing of, well, maybe, or kind of, or I don't know if I can. You just told every single cell in your body that this is not going to happen, whatever it is that you're looking to do. Okay, and they're telling me to go ahead and use the Romance Oracle. Celebrate. Today, celebrate the love you share with those that matter most to you. So it looks like we're in a celebration of not just lovers, but also family and friends and things like that. People that are actually on your side. People that are actually there for you. and people that are, because when you're doing stuff like this, you get to see who your friends really are. You get to see who is really going to take, let's say, like my videos, who's really going to take my videos and say and share it with this person, share it with that person, or are they going to be too embarrassed to do that? Those are things that I look at, and that you should look at as well, because if they're embarrassed of you doing these things, then you got to really think about that. Your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. And this is the star. You're full of hope. You're full of optimism. So that's great, because your tower moment, once you go through it, you'll be able to do the things that you need to do. Once the floodgates open and you start seeing visions, or you start hearing your team and things like that, things will happen very quickly. Gifts. Again with gifts. Love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. So that's for you and your partner, but it's also the gifts that you're receiving, or that you're not receiving because you've always had them. You're just opening them up and you're accepting them now. And romance. Romantic surprises are on the horizon, and be open to them. So that's for you, Aries. These are what the cards have for you. So far, so good with our readings. I'm very happy with all of the information that's coming through right now. Like I said, I love the Biblical Tarot. I mean, it is amazing. You guys need to order this. She does have them on Amazon, but I would just go to her website, because, Amazon takes a lot of a chunk out, and I would rather that she makes her money, directly. So 3635 for Taurus. And let's see, what does Taurus need to know right now this month? And I'm doing this really early today because I work nights now, and I need to make sure that I take a nap later. I'm, supplementing my income, because, this takes time. So it's not something where I just started doing these videos last year. So it's not something where it's going to be like, whoop, and everything's going to go off, overnight like that. So I still have to supplement my income while I do this, my business, because this is my business, this is my livelihood, but I need to be able to pay my bills. So I work nights as well until all of this takes off, and I'm doing more, personal readings and things like that. So Taurus, we have the Ace of Grains, which is great, and the Moon, Jacob's dream at Bethel. This is great. I want to see the next two cards. I want to see what the next two cards are. And this is great, because the Ace of Grains is where God promises Moses that everywhere he puts his foot is the land that's promised to him. So that's kind of like, no, not kind of. That's the Creator telling you, everything that you want to achieve, I have already promised to you, Taurus. Oh wow, this is going through really great. And then the Jacob's dream at Bethel is amazing, because it is Jacob's ladder, basically. It is the angels and the archangels. He dreams about them being able to come and go, from earth to back to heaven, and the stairs that bring them up and down. And remember, these are metaphors. Obviously, there isn't a staircase. It's a metaphor for people to understand, well, how do they come down? Well, let's give you a metaphor. Let's show you how simple it really is. And we have the Two of Feathers. God tests Abraham's faith. Then God said, take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain, and I will show you. So are you going through a tower moment? Probably. This is a tower moment right here. This was a tower moment for Abraham, and a test of his faith from God. Obviously, nothing happened to his son. But if you are going through a tower moment, you will be rewarded just like Abraham was rewarded. And the Knight of Grains. The Knight of Grains says, so Jacob served 7 years to get Rachel, but they seemed like only a few days to him because of his love for her. So this tower moment, it could be that you've been going through it for a while, but it will seem like nothing because of your love. So it could be that the person that you love, that you're looking to be with, um, you're going through that tower moment right now. You're going through that realization of, oh my God, this is what I really want. This is what I really want to do. This is the person that's there for me. This is the person that is the one. Maybe right now you have doubts. You're not sure. You're afraid. You're thinking, well, maybe she doesn't want me, or maybe he doesn't want me, or it could be something where it's unconventional. Because like I said, if you're interested in a person that is an empath, a channel that does these things, you have to be a really strong person to want to be in their life. And you can't be embarrassed about what we do. Because if you are, and you expect that person to stop doing what they're doing, you're going to move it along. Because that person, we will not stop. So you have to be okay with what we do. So just as an example, if Taurus, if that is what you're looking at. Now we're going to pull the Medicine Woman Oracle cards. Let's see. And this is pre-recorded, so I do apologize if I sound a little like, because, if it was live, I probably have people to chat with and things like that. But I'm recording it because, like I said, I go to work tonight and I can't be on for multiple hours. This will probably take about 2 hours and a half. The art of rituals. Practice rituals to re-enchant your life. So this is something that you probably need to start doing again. Maybe meditation, maybe going into the forest and taking time for yourself and grounding, things like that, to help you through this tower moment. Okay. My sister's always telling me, you got to look at the camera more. But I'm like, if I do, then my cards can go flying all over the place. So I need to look at my cards as well. Sacred ceremonies, again with ceremonies. So you need to get back to your ceremonies, to your sacredness, to your spirituality, Taurus. I remind your soul of the sacredness of this world. And she's a warrior. So you are a warrior, Taurus. So most likely, this is what's going on. You are that person that is supposed to be a protector for someone who's an empath or a channeler. But first, you have to get over yourself. You have to get over that tower moment, and you have to get over that thinking of, oh my God, well, this is what he does, or this is what she does, and I don't know, in my position, you got to let that go. You are either going to spend the rest of your life working yourself to death and just being that person that's like, oh, what does this person think or that person think? Or you are going to step into love, and you are going to be the rock for that person, the protector for that person. And you are a fierce warrior. You really are. 2 more cards. Wow. If you were to step aside from yourself and take this on, this would be the most unconditional love that you have ever received. And I apologize right now. My eyes are they feel blurry. It's not really blurry. I'm seeing like a lot of spirits go by as I'm reading. So it kind of like fogs up my glasses, and it fogs up like my eyesight. I remind you of the magic of love, and you are blessed. And embrace. Wow. Remember your primordial nature. You are a vessel. You are a vessel too. That's what they're telling you. And you have to understand that if you're supposed to be doing this, it's because you signed that contract before you were born. This is someone that the two of you have been together lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And every time you try to get together, this could be the lifetime for you. So it's really up to you. Now I'm going to pull the romance cards because I don't have to do work. Look at that. First card that falls out. Gifts. Love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. You have to understand this person that you are going this through a tower moment for. Because it's not just for you. Wish. Wow. Someone you wished for is coming into your life. Look at that, Taurus. It's up to you. You have to open up to this. I'm going to pull this out because it was flipped open. Charisma. You have charisma. You have people follow you. People listen to you. Love flows to you and you radiate charisma and charm everywhere you go. Wow. Healing from the past. So you have an ex that you still have to heal from. Healing from the past, heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself. So that could be part of your Tower moment, Taurus. So I'm going to leave it here for you. Are you open to love right now? Not yet. Not really. Are you going through that Tower moment so that you can be ready and able for this person? Yes. Do not come to this person unless you're 100% ready to be that warrior, to be that fighter for this person, okay? Because otherwise you're just wasting your time and their time. All right, Gemini, 45, 20, 30. So Gemini, let's see what Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Whoop. Gemini, the Knight of Grains. Wow, same thing with Jacob. So Jacob serving time so that he can be with Rachel. Let's see, Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? And this is a new deck, so wow. But I love this deck. What does Gemini need to know? Why do I have butterfingers right now with Gemini's reading? Come on, Spirit. What does Gemini need to know right now, Spirit? Ancestors, dragons, shamans, my higher self. Let's tap into Gemini's higher self. Gemini, what do you need to know? What do you need to tell yourself, Gemini? Oh, of course, and 2 cards flip over. Awesome, amazing. So let's get that 4th card so we can do a full reading for Gemini. Come on, Gemini. Oop, this is too many cards. Which one do I keep? So they're telling me to keep Temperance. So there's something that you have been waiting for, something that you have been working for, and it looks like it's going to be coming to fruition soon, because then we have here the 3 of Grains, which is building Solomon's temple. So there's a lot of work that you're doing, a lot of these go hand in hand. It's a lot of work that you're doing, a lot of preparation that you're doing. And once that preparation is over, it'll feel like it was just like that. It was quick. Because then we have the 9 of Grains. And this is of course, is the Queen of Sheba visits Solomon. And she gave the king 120 talents of gold, large quantities of spice, and precious stones. So this is letting you know this, that your work will bring you abundance. Your work, everything that you're doing will bring you the abundance that you're looking for. And then we do have Temperance, Mary and Martha. So with Temperance, we still have to make sure that we are on the right path, that we are not going off to a different path. I'm going to go into the book for the Temperance here for Mary and Martha. Because like I said, this is a new deck that I have, and sometimes I do need to look at it. But to me, it feels like you have to make sure that you're still on the right path. You're finding balance. You're being moderate. You're not going overboard. So let's see what it says here. Yep. So it says finding balance, prioritization, moderation, harmony in relationships and roles, and inner peace and calm. So you still have to make sure that you are doing things for you, that you have your inner peace, that you are calm, that you're not going off on tangents. You know, you're not going from one thing to the next, doing polar opposites. You need to be balanced in the middle. All right, so let's see what Mother Earth has to say to us. For Gemini, what does Mother Earth have to say to the medicine woman? Mother Earth has to say to Gemini. Let's go. And we have the feminine cycle. Reconnect with your cycle. You are a plural woman. So again, don't get butthurt, male or female. If you are a man, you have to connect to your cycle, to your manhood. You have to connect to who you are. And it says plural woman because Remember, we're both male and female on the inside. We have been both male and female. We've been everything. We've been animals. We've been trees. We've been, primordial soup. And now we come into this body, and we have chosen this body beforehand. So just remember that you are a plural person. You are just not one thing. You are spirit. You are also your spirit. This is what happens when spirit is like in your head and you're like, slow down. So you're spirit, but you're also physical. And you are yin and yang. You have both male and female inside of you. All right, Mother Earth, what does Gemini need to know? What information do you need to give to Gemini, Mother Earth? Oh, the path of beauty. Walking your path of beauty elevates your soul. And it says feminine soul. So if it's a man, you're probably too much in your masculine and you need to balance yourself out. That's probably why they show the temperance card, because the temperance card is all about balance. So you're not balanced right now. So you need to balance yourself. Oh, empowerment. Wow. That just fell out. I didn't even get to do anything with the cards. Assert yourself and shine in your power now. Get yourself balanced so you can shine in your power, Gemini. One more card for Gemini, please. One more card for Gemini. Mother Earth, what else do we have to say to Gemini? What does Gemini need to know, Mother Earth? What does Gemini need to know? One more card, please. There we go. Your body is power. Your body is yours. Celebrate your temple. Again, this is what I tell everyone. Celebrate your temple, regardless of what it looks like, because the universe is not going to give you what you want when you're saying, well, I'll celebrate when I lose 20 more pounds, I'll be happy. No, I'm happy now with my body. Am I at the weight that I want to be at? No, but I slowly am doing the work to get there. Remember, we are also a physical body, so we have to do physical work. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and be like that, okay? That's not going to happen. I mean, it could happen. So manifest, manifest, manifest. Be in your power of, be in alignment with gratitude, 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 gratitude every single day. And that doesn't mean that you're going to always be in gratitude. Doesn't mean you're not going to have a meltdown one day. It can still happen. But remember to get yourself back into gratitude. Hold on a sec. That fell down. So we have true love. A deep and enduring connection is going beyond superficial attraction. And individuality. Be wary of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. So if you are in a relationship and you have a possessive partner, you need to look at that. That is a red flag. A partnership should be yin and yang. It should be where you feel empowerment, you feel positivity. Remember, if you are an empath like myself, you need someone who's going to be there for you and who's going to understand what you're going through and who's going to be your warrior, not someone who is going to be possessive and jealous and upset. Okay? Falling fast. Love happens quickly, but do not lose yourself in the process. Look at the red flags. So this is something you need to look at, Gemini. If you're in a relationship, if you are looking to start a relationship, you need to look at all of this. Remember that a possessive partner is just someone who is toxic and someone who is going to drain the power and the life out of you. If this person is not going to be there for you, then you got to move it along. And we have the X. Healing from the past heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself, Gemini. Be patient. With this, I'm going to say, if you are looking to be with someone, take a step back. Look at your past relationship. Look at the heartache that you've had. Work through that, because it doesn't seem like you've worked through it yet. And whoever this new person is, if they come through, look at the red flags. Look at the things that you have gone through or going through with that person, because Obsessive people, a person who's obsessive, who's jealous, things like that, you don't need that in your life. You need someone who's going to help you, who's going to ground you, who's going to be is going to be positive for you. Okay. All right. So now we have Cancer at 54. 54. Wow. 54, 54 Cancer. Look that up. I'm a Cancer myself, and I've been seeing a lot of the same numbers. I've been seeing like 34, 34, 11, 11, 22, 22, 33, 33. I always look them up. It's always a sign that you are on the right path. And it's usually also a sign or a message from your higher self, from your team. Okay, Cancer. 8 of Feathers. Oh, wow. This is Jonah trapped inside the fish. He said, "In my distress, I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From deep in the realm of the dead, I called for help, and you listened to my cry." What does that tell you right there, Cancer? Someone is always listening to you. Someone is always there to help you whenever you are in need. You have to just keep praying, keep manifesting. Oh, 2 cards. Wow. The Empress and the Magician. Look at that. You are the Empress, Cancer. Again, don't get butthurt. This is the Emperor as well if you're a man. Okay? The Magician is the Magician. Look at the power that you have, Cancer. Look at the power. Look at this. Some of you will look at this and be like, oh, but he's inside a fish. He called out to the Creator, and the Creator listened. The Creator pulled him out of this. You are the Empress. You are the Magician. Call your power to you. Make sure that you are working with your gifts and you're working with your power, Cancer. Wow, 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 wow. And I'll even look at the book for you, for the Empress and for the Magician, okay? And I'll tell you what she wrote here for both, because I think this is just amazing. The Magician: mastery and control, transformation and manifestation, wisdom and guidance, resourcefulness and adaptability, a journey of faith. Cancer. And then we have the Empress: nurturing and maternal energy, creation and fertility, strength and gentleness, intuition and emotional depth. Now, I don't know about strength and gentleness. I can be abrupt sometimes. And that's kind of like the spirit inside of me, because there are times when you'll be reading for people and they're like, but what if? And it's like, dude, stop. And like that part of me comes out and that part of spirit comes out, and it's like, you got to stop. You got to stop with this. What if this? What if nothing happens? What if everything goes right? What if everything that you want comes to fruition? Then what? So one more card for Cancer, please. One more card for Cancer, please. What does Cancer need to know right now? What does Cancer need to know, Spirit? How about your higher self, Cancer? Let's get a higher self for Cancer. I have 2 cards. Which one do I keep? Okay, this one. So the 4 of Grains, and this is abundance at its max. So this is the parable of the rich fool, right? So which one are you? Then he said to them, "Watch out, be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions." So remember, when you are asking for abundance, Cancer, are you asking for abundance to hoard, to just have, I want? Or when you ask for abundance, when you ask for this manifestation, are you asking for it so that you can help others? When I ask for abundance, something like this, I don't see myself sitting in the middle of a bank vault on top of money and looking at it and saying it's all mine. I look at it as, well, my abundance is for XYZ. I can help these people. I can help that charity. I can help this person. I can help my kids. I can help that person. That's what I look at it for. Because when you receive that type of abundance, the only responsible thing to do is to put it out into the world, to help those in most that are in need, and to help people that just need just one little leg up, just one little thing to help them move up into what they need to do in this world. That's the way I see it. I know a lot of people don't see it that way. That the 1%ers, don't see it like that, but I do. And then again, you never know what they're doing, because it's the right hand shouldn't know what the left hand is doing as well. So I wouldn't sit here and be like, well, I donated this much money to this place last year. Or that's what I'm talking about, that the left hand doesn't need to know what the right hand is doing. Okay, Cancer? All right, Cancer. So Mother Earth, what does Cancer need to know, Mother Earth? Medicine Woman. What does Cancer need to know right now? 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 Do I just pull the cards? They're telling me to look at the bottom. Embrace. Remember your primordial nature. You are a vessel. This is coming out a lot for you people. We're going through changes. We are going through, the earth is moving up. So either you're moving up with the earth, or you're staying stagnant and staying in 3D. And then the wild feminine. Awaken your she-wolf instinct, that primordial force. Again, with primordial force. Divine sensuality, Cancer. I reveal your talent to enchant. You are an enchantress, or an enchanter if you're a dude. And the coyote totem. Show humor and laughter in your medicine. Right now, these are your spirit animals right now. Coyote, wolf, cousins. Okay? Ask for help. They will be there for you. And let's look at romance for you. Let's see. Because abundance, when you ask for abundance, it comes through with everything. What does Cancer need to know for romance? What does Cancer need to know, Spirit? What does Cancer need to know, Spirit? Oh. Unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking red flags. And we tend to do that a lot, Cancer. We overlook the red flags, and then we wonder why this person isn't the person that we wanted them to be, or they can't change. It's because we overlooked the red flags from the beginning, and we fell so much in love that we were disappointed in the end when we couldn't change them to our ideal. And that does happen. And then we're the ones that change and change and change and change for that person, because that person's never satisfied. And then we lose ourselves in that love. So that's something you have to look at. You can't don't make the stuff up in your head. Okay? All right, so let's keep going. What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know right now, team? Okay, how about some of Cancer higher selves? What does Cancer need to know? Ooh. Hey, settling. Avoid settling for less than you deserve in love. We do that a lot together. Find the joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. If you do have a partner and this is the right person for you, enjoy the little things. Enjoy anything and everything that you guys do together. Go food shopping together. Go do things together that usually people look at and it's like, oh, just the mom does that. Clean together, cook together. And passion. Keep the flame of passion alive. It is the heartbeat of your love. That's for you, Cancer. So we got information for someone who's single and information for someone who's in the right team. And I say right team because you might not be on the right team. You might not be with the right person. But if you are, this is for you. And if you're single, concentrate on you, concentrate on the work you need to do for yourself, and do not, under any circumstance, overlook the little things, overlook the red flags. I'm an empath. I'm a channeler. I see dead people, etc., etc., etc. So I need someone who's going to be my champion. I need someone who's going to be my warrior. I need someone who's not going to be embarrassed of my lifestyle and what I do for a living. Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. What does Leo need to know right now? What does Leo need to know right now? Let's see. And I'm going to be so exhausted after this because I tap into spirit. I tap into my entire ancestral team. I tap into your higher selves as well. That I'm going to need a long nap after this, which is great. And I'll be working nights until this starts bringing in the income that I'm supposed to be bringing in. I also have to have my Instagram channel. After I post this, I will go on Instagram to let all of my Instagram followers know that this has been posted as well. Ooh. Oh, wow. So for Leo, we also have the Eight of Feathers where Jonah cries out to the Lord and he is pulled from the trapped fish. And remember that Jonah ended up in there because he didn't want to do what God told him to do. So that's what's for Cancer before, and this is for you, Leo. If you have gifts and you're supposed to be working with your gifts, or is there something that you've been called for and you're not doing it, you got to do it. Now's the time. What else does Leo need to know? So we have the Five of Feathers. The Lord has torn the kingdom out of your hands and given it to your neighbors, to David. King Saul's tragic downfall. So again, are you following your soul path? Are you following your passions? Because if you're not, you could be Saul. If you are, you could be David, because Saul's kingdom was given to David. What does Leo need to know? Oh, wow. Okay, so this card is already flipped in the deck. So this is the Six of Grains, the widow's generosity. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, "Truly, I tell you, this poor widow has put more into the treasury than all of the others." Why? Because someone who is a widow, who doesn't have anything, she didn't put what's extra. She put what she had, which was not a lot, but because it was all she had, she now would not be able to eat or to do anything else. But she had so much faith in the Lord that she was okay with it. So I have two more cards. Which card should I take? David and Goliath, they're telling me to take for Leo. So David said to the Philistine, "You come against me with a sword and spear and a javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." Seven of Candles. So here David won. So Leo, you are going to win. Yes. But are you doing the work? Are you stopping and starting? Are you pulling yourself back? How long do you want this to go forward? How long do you want this to take? That's totally up to you, Leo. Completely up to you. Oop. The Moon. Lady Moon gives you the keys to master the other feminine power. You have your spirit team. You have people on your team that are looking to help you, that are looking to help you do the work. All you have to do is ask, Leo. It's completely up to you. And it's completely up to you how long it takes. Unconditional love. I remind you of the magic of love. You are blessed. You are blessed, Leo. You are blessed. So many of us think that we aren't loved. And most of the time, it's also because of family, but it's also because of what we learn in religion where, oh, if you do bad things, God doesn't love you. Oh, if you do bad things, you're going to go to hell. No, you're not. Okay? Hell is a construct of religion to keep us separate from our creator, from our source, from God. If you believe in hell and you die, you will go to hell. It's a creation in your own mind, which will go through into your spirit. I know for a fact that I am going to heaven. Now, heaven, all it is where our soul was before we were born. So I'm going to go back to exactly where my soul was before it came here. Now, could I go somewhere else? Absolutely. But that is completely up to me. Remember, we are not separate from God. Religion taught us that to keep us under their thumb, to keep us thinking that we're not worthy. We do not have to be worthy. We are already worthy when we came here to Earth, because this is what we chose to do. Source called us to ask us if we would come, and we said yes. Therefore, we are already worthy. And we are a connection to God. We always have been, and we always will be. Therefore, we are not separate entities from our Creator. Mother Earth, wow. Forge a new alliance with nature. So you need to go out in nature more. You need to go out on hikes. You need to go out on walks in the park. Maybe sit in the park, talk to nature, talk to the trees, talk to the birds. You don't have to talk out loud. You can do it in your mind. But you need to ground and reconnect. One more card for Leo, please. One more card for Leo, please. One more card for Leo team. Oh, the bison totem. Let's see. All right, am I keeping the bison totem or the spirit of the air? Because that's the one that came out. Okay, they're telling me the spirit of the air, which is a beautiful white dove. So that is your spirit animal right now, Leo. A favorable wind is blowing in your life. Are you going to embrace it? Or are you going to let it just pass you by, Leo? Let me know. Put it in the comments below. You guys don't comment. You guys should comment. Let me know if you like the readings, or if, what do you think about the readings? Things like that. I'm thinking of doing a live one day when I get, enough followers, so that you guys can come in and just ask one question. I'll probably do like the first 20 people can ask a question, and I can do a question on that reading for free. Sacrifice. Love may come with sacrifices. Elevate what you're willing to give up. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. Look at that. Elevate. So what does that tell you? You're supposed to be elevating yourself, not sacrificing yourself. So that's the answer right there for that card. Destiny. The reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. So you do have a twin flame. Again, you guys have to go through the work. You're not going to get together if you're both still haven't gone through your scars of your youth, of your spirit, if you haven't had your tower moment, and if you're not doing the work. Hideaway. Make time to be with your person. Create your own special hideaway. And one more card for Leo, please. Ooh. Which one is it? So they're telling me anticipation. Anticipation. Embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival in your life. It's coming. So you're coming into love. But remember, Leo, if this is the right person, make sure that you have done your work. This person has done their work. Make sure that your baggage and their baggage has been taken care of. Okay? So now we have, Virgo. All right. And let's see what we have for Virgo. Let me put this back here. What does Virgo need to know, Spirit? While I'm putting these cards away, what does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know, Spirit? Let's see. What does Virgo need to know, Spirit? Oh, wow. Wow. These 4 cards just fell out. Look at this. They just fell out of the deck. So we have the wheel within a wheel, cycles of life. And we have the 7 of grains. Still other seeds fell on the ground, good soil, where it produced a crop 160 or 30 times what was sown. Matthew. That's the parable of the sower. And then we have the Knight of Candles. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And then we have the King of Candles. I have been with you wherever you have gone, and I have cut off all your enemies from before you. Now I will make your name great, like the names of the greatest men on earth. So what does this tell us, Virgo? I want to look at the wheel within a wheel, because this is the wheel of life. but it's the cycles of life. So this seems to me like your cycles of your past lives. So are you breaking the cycle, or are you stuck in that cycle? Let me see. The wheel within a wheel. All right. So your cycles and continual change, interconnectedness of events. So your cycles, you're going through cycles, and it feels like you're in a loop of cycles. Like that's how your past lives have gone through. Like it feels like you haven't broken the cycles of your wheel of time, if that makes any sense. Now, with the 7 of grains, it's showing us the sower, which is the one who is actually, whose grain actually fell into the good earth, and their soil, because of the soil, it produced even more than what they thought was going to be produced. And this is something that, looking at it, it seems to me like you are in a cycle of what if this, what if that, what if this, but they're telling you, what are you, what are you what ifs about? We're giving you what you need. You have everything you need. What's the problem? Why isn't it enough? Why are you not seeing it as an abundance? The Lord your God, the Creator, is with you always, never abandoned you, but you keep going back to this cycle, to the cycle of what if, to the cycle of fear, to the cycle of lack mentality, when they're telling you you don't have a lack. You don't lack anything. You have everything that you need and then some. So why do you keep going back to the cycle? Why? It's like we're giving you everything you need. You either you believe that you are in abundance, or you don't. There are people that will have $100,000 in an account and it's never enough. It feels like this is you right now. Like it's not enough. Well, I have this. It's not enough. Like you're more of that person that says, "Oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't have enough for this. I don't have enough for that." Meanwhile, this is you. This is who you really are. You're that person who can just throw the grain out, and it could be that you threw out 300, but you'll have double or triple that, but you don't see it. You don't see it. Okay, let's see what Mother Earth has to say. Mother Earth, what does Virgo need to know, Mother Earth? And also, let's tap into Virgo's higher self. What do you need to know, Virgo? What do you need to know? What do you need to know here in this playing field, in this lifetime? What do you need to know, Virgo? And this, from what I'm hearing, is this stems from a past life where you were so poor, you were a beggar out in the street, and you never had anything. And you were born that way, you lived that way, and you died that way. So that's a cycle that you have to break, because you keep bringing it back with you over and over and over again in every lifetime. So now this is the lifetime to break the cycle. Spirit of fire, shine your power unreservedly. And that's something that you don't do. That's something that you need to do. Share in who you are. Share in what you have with others. Don't share that lack mentality with others. Don't share that, well, I don't know how I'm going to do this, or I don't know how I'm going to do that. You know exactly how you're going to do it because you have the means and the funds for it. But you act that way because of that past life where you never had anything. And right now the bear is with you. That is your spirit animal. And the bear totem says, retire into your den to find answers. So go within yourself. You need to go through a tower moment And you need to meditate, and you need to take care of what you need to take care of for yourself to get out of that cycle that you're in. Because you're just going to come back and do it the same way all over again because of that past life that you're still hung up on. And it feels like you're that way with everything. This is a very specific reading. It feels like you're that way with money. You're that way with food. You're that way. I mean, it's like everything, everything. Until you go through this and take care of this and deal with this Tower moment, you're not going to find your true love. I'm going to pull the love cards for you, but be aware that you don't want someone to come with more baggage because you haven't dealt with your baggage. Stories. I leave you the memory of healing tales. Look at that. You can tap into your higher self. You can tap into your past lives and you can work through this. It's up to you if you want to do it. And what I hear right now from you, from the Virgo higher self is, I could take a whole week off every month if I wanted to, but I don't because, you think that it's good. Oh my God, you start panicking. Vision. I give you the confidence in your divination talents. You have talents yourself. You really do. But your lack mentality is not letting you see clearly. You need to work through that, Virgo. You need to work through those things so that you can have a more balanced divine life. And let's look at the romance cards for Virgo. Let's see. Dreams. Look to your dreams. They hold all the answers that you seek. You probably dream about this. You probably dream about those past lives because it's very, very prominent in your reading. Oh, proposal. And offer a proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. And that can be anything. It could be a love. It could be work. It could be anything. The right path. Love is beautiful. It's a beautiful journey and you're on the right path. I hope you're doing the work, Virgo. Again, you do not want to be with someone who has so much baggage. You want to work on your baggage, get rid of your baggage so that you can attract someone who's done the work and who doesn't have baggage with themselves. Long distance. Love knows no distance and it transcends space and time. So this could be something that starts out as a long distance. You never know. It might start out as a friendship at first, Virgo, but do the work. You are an abundant person and you have an abundant life, but you are stuck in a cycle of your past life when you were so poor. You were a beggar out in the street. That's something that you have to work through, okay? All right, so now we have Libra. So Libra, what does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know, Spirit, Creator? What does Libra need to know? Let's tap into Libra's higher self and see what we need to hear for Libra, what we need to know for Libra. Oh, your higher selves, man. Look at that, the Six of Grain, the widow's generosity. You give, and what you give is more powerful than what anyone else gives because you don't give what's left over, what's extra. You give what you have. And we have the Queen of Candles. And this is Deborah. She is the leader. She is a prophet. So Libra, do you have gifts? Are you a prophet? Are you a seer? Do you have a divine connection? Are you here to be one of these people that brings us forth to the fifth dimension, that helps us move up and move forward with Mother Earth as she ascends? If you are, it's time for you to start using your gifts, Libra. All right, what does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know? And I hear from Libra, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. That's good. Okay. Oop. This is the Nine of Grains. And this is, again, the Queen of Sheba. And she's visiting Solomon. But this one was upside down. So I'm like, do I take it up or do I take it down? And they said, take it upside down. So that is lack right now. So you do have a little bit of a lack mentality, Libra. when it comes to abundance. So that's something that you need to work on. That's probably why your higher self is saying, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So keep doing the work, get out of that lack mentality. And that also could be a prior lifetime where you did not have money. And if it feels to me like at that lifetime you were a woman and you had to marry someone because you just didn't have anything. And it was a marriage of convenience. It wasn't a marriage of love, and it wasn't great. So you're still holding on to that. So that's something you need to let go of as well, just like Virgo. 7 of Candles, the temptation of Christ. Wow. And all this I will give you, he said, if you will bow down and worship me. So look at what it is that you're doing, Libra. Look at what it is that you need to do so that you can get through and do the work that you need to do to get out of that lack mentality. Because when you're in that lack mentality, you'll do anything. And you don't want to do this. There are people in this world that are in so much lack, so much fear, so much hate that they invite these things into their lives. These spirits, these lower dimensional beings. And once you invite these lower dimensional beings into your life, it's hard to get rid of them. It really is, because you're thinking that, oh, I'm getting messages from the beyond, and they know how to mimic people. They know how to mimic your ancestors, your mother, your father that's passed away. And you're thinking this is the person you're speaking to, and it's not. And they're there to cause chaos and to cause, like I said, hate and chaos and all of these things. They thrive in that. All right. So Libra, you need to be very careful for who you are inviting into your life, not only spiritually, but physically. Ooh, wow. And I didn't even do anything. Winter. So like I said before in one of the earlier readings, in order for me to get a card that has a time, this has to be 99.99%. Something's going to happen in the winter. Is it positive? Is it negative? I'm not going to ask that. But something is going to happen in the winter for you, Libra. Yeah, I'm not going to ask your higher self which one it is, because winter is far off. And again, whatever is going to happen, it all is going to depend on where you are at that time in your soul, what your work you've been doing. Are you going through this temptation, or are you doing the work to save what you need to save for yourself? What does Libra need to know, please? What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know, please? What does Libra need to know, guys? Come on. Come on, spirit team. Come on. Libra's higher self. Oh, here we go. Sacred sexuality. Reconnect with the source of your divine sexuality. Interconnection. I bring you the medicine of togetherness. So your team is there. Your team is still with you. Your team is still trying to get in contact with you to do the work. So it's up to you what you're going to do. You can go either or. It's up to you. Whether you're going to be seduced, or you're going to listen to your spirit and you're going to do what your higher self and your spirit are telling you to do. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to go through a tower moment and to work through the things of your childhood and of your past lives. So either you're going to do it, or you're going to just go ahead and just succumb to that. And if you do, that's going to be a very sad day. Very sad day. I know someone who actually succumbed to this, and it was a very sad day in their life. And they still think that they're connected to their spirits, to their parent, to parents or things like that, and they're not. Intuition is the messenger of your destiny. Follow it. And this is your spirit animal right now. Look at the cat. And it's a beautiful, one of those, looks like a Siamese cat. Okay? So that is for you. Let me do one romance cards, Libra. And let's see what we have. Wow. Anticipation. So embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival in your life. So love is coming. Now, what love do you want? Do you want love with baggage? Because you also have your own baggage? Or do you want a love that's going to be everlasting? It's up to you. You will receive your mirror image at this point in time. Wedding, taking your relationship to the next level, one step at a time. Remember to always look at the red flags as well. Oh, we have 2 cards. Charisma. So you do have charisma. You do have charm, and it flows and it radiates from you. And destiny, a reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. That's great. But are you doing the work? We got this here. Okay? Are you going to go through this, or are you going to do the work to be reunited with your twin flame and to be in a relationship with where the baggage is not there, where you guys have both worked through everything, okay? We'll see, Libra. That was interesting. So now we have Scorpio. And Scorpio, we're starting at 13000. So 000, all those numbers for Scorpio. So let's see, what does Scorpio need to know? And we've closed off, I've closed off, the connection with Libra. And now we are connecting to Scorpio's higher self. Let's see what Scorpio needs to know. Team, spirit guides, past lives. For my dragons, my shamans, my ancestors. What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know? And what do you need to know, Scorpio? Well, I heard I have a lot of work to do. Do you, Scorpio? Let's see. I mean, we have Jacob's dream at Bethel. So we have the ladder where it's showing the angels and the archangels coming up and down from heaven to earth to do their work. And then we have the 2 of grains, which is Lydia, the faithful businesswoman. She's the businesswoman who is balancing her spirituality, her business, and she's very good at it. So what is that you need to know, Scorpio? I'm working for it. That's what I keep hearing. I'm working at it. What does Scorpio need to know, team? What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know, team? We have the Page of Grains, which is Priscilla, the teaching of the teachers. So he began to speak boldly in the synagogue. When Priscilla and Aquila heard him, they invited him to their home and explained to him the way of God more adequately. So they are actually teachers. They are actually shaman. So Scorpio, what is it that you need to know, Scorpio? So you are a teacher, you are a shaman, you're doing the work, you're handling both business and you're handling your spirituality, and you're doing well. Yeah, I keep hearing, I'm working at it. So Scorpio is doing the work. And you're opening up to your spirituality, Scorpio. I need one more card for Scorpio, please. One more card for Scorpio. What else does Scorpio need to know? What else does Scorpio need to know? They're telling me to take the card from the bottom. So we have the Hermit, which was John the Baptist. And you know the Hermit. The Hermit, that means that you need to take time for yourself. I feel like you're tired. You're a little bit exhausted. You're doing a lot of stuff. And you need to take a step back, go inward. Take more time for yourself. Take more time to sleep. Take more time to rest, Scorpio. Now let's see what Mother Earth has to say. It's a Scorpio. Ooh. Purification. Raise your vibration by caring for your energy. You have to care for your energy, Scorpio. You're not doing that. I suggest you go into nature. You go on hikes, on walks. I suggest you carry crystals with you. Maybe you make yourself a little pouch of like crystals with sea salt and some herbs. Put them together, look them up and see which crystals and which herbs work great together for you to keep your energy. I feel like you don't know how to pull your energy back. And I've gone over this a couple of times where I've told you about this one reading that I say at night. And I'm going to pull it up for you right now so I can say it so you can hear it at least. If you're not saying it, there's the woman that does this reading, that does it. She is actually on Instagram, and if you see it, keep a copy of it so you can at least hear it every night before you go to sleep. I call my power back to me from every person, space, entity, from every portal, time, and dimension. I also put from past, present, and future, even though time is in there. From every connection, every attachment, and every vessel where I left it. Anyone and anything that is attempting to siphon my energy, you do not have my consent to use my vitality. You do not have my consent to follow me. I added that because there are entities that can follow you. And I call my power back to me. I now release that which is not my own. I lay down the weight that does not belong to me as well as the weight that does. I forgive all things, all people, and all others because that also weighs you down. I forgive myself and I cloak myself with the golden light of protection from source, impenetrable. I shed light to my shadows and lovingly work through all my insecurities, flaws, and self-destructive habits that cause me not to flow in the ways from which I was created. And I call my power back to me. Now, I sometimes say this in my car when I get home because I just don't want anything following me into the house. And wow, I have 3 cards that just flipped open. So I have the bison totem. Life is showering you with its abundance. So this is your spirit animal right now. All right. Scorpio, that is your spirit animal, the circle of life. I give you my blessings to accomplish your quest. Whatever your quest is, your spirit team is giving you everything that you need to accomplish them. Personal power. I encourage you to be the master of your destiny. You can be the master of your destiny. And I don't know if you guys can hear this. I'm talking and I'm moving around and my bowls hear the vibration of my voice and they're making sound. So I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's like completely awesome. All right, so now we're going to do the love oracle for Scorpio. So what does Scorpio need to know, please? Together. So if you are in a relationship, you find the joy and simple pleasures of being together. Okay? What do you need to know, Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know? So I hear from Scorpio's higher self, my partner is my protector. So great. Your partner is your protector. Try to be loving. Try to be kind. Cruelty is not an answer that is in the face of love. And I say this because it's just something that's coming to me. So try to be loving. Try to be kind. Try to have patience. This person that you're with is your warrior, is your protector, and is the person that is always going to be by your side. Okay? So okay. Apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. And window, a new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. So if you're not with someone, a new adventure is coming. If you are with someone, that only means that you guys are going to be doing a lot of new things together. And voids. Avoid rushing to fill voids with love. Seek inner fulfillment first. And that's for someone who does not have a partner. And that's something that I always say. You got to take care of yourself. You have to do the work. Get rid of that baggage that you're carrying around so that when you do find someone, it's your mirror image. It's someone who doesn't have any baggage, that's done the work, and that is going to be there for is going to be there to be your a positive partner, positive affirmations that's going to be there to work with you and not against you. All right, so now we have Sagittarius. And let's see. So I close off the portal for Scorpio, and I open up for Sagittarius higher self. Hello, Sagittarius's higher self. So what do we need to know? Spirit, what do we need to know? Guardians, what do we need to know? Okay, so we have Judgment and the 8 of Candles. So we have Judgment and the Eight of Candles. So what does Sagittarius need to know? There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. That's what I keep hearing. There's a lot to do. And I'm not doing it well. Sagittarius. What's going on, Sagittarius? What is it you're not doing well? We have Judgment. We have the Eight of Candles, Philip and the Ethiopian. We have the Moon, which is Jacob's dream to Bethel, where he's dreaming about the ladder. So what is the fourth card? What is the fourth card for Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to know, please? What does Sagittarius need to know? Spirit, higher selves, dragons, ancestors, past lives. What does Sagittarius need to know? And for those of you who are seers and can see, I'm sure that you'll be able to see the spirits that are going by. I can see them. They blow by through the candle. The candle's on this side, so the candle keeps moving around when a spirit passes by. And I do apologize because sometimes like I can't see when they're doing this, and I have to like really look at the cards because I can't read the cards. It's kind of like I lose my focus. All right, so what does Sagittarius need to know? One more card, please. One more card for Sagittarius. That's too many cards. Come on. They're telling me to take this one. Six of Feathers, Ruth, and Moabite. All right. So, Judgment. We know what Judgment is. So, are you going through Judgment or is someone else going through Judgment? It's probably someone else because it's upright. But I'm going to look at the study guide to make sure I have this right. Judgment. Self-evaluation, transformation, and redemption. So you're supposed to be answering to a higher calling. The Eight of Candles, the Spirit of the Lord came to Philip and the Ethiopian. So you're supposed to be answering to a higher calling. Spirit is calling out to you. Spirit is coming to you. And you are having dreams. You're having visions, but you don't know what to do with them. You need to reach out to people that are like you. You need to find people that are like you, Sagittarius, that can see these things, that aren't going to look at you like you're nuts. And let me tell you, it's going to take time. I've had people look at me like I'm nuts because of all of the things that I've seen. Because some people don't believe in aliens. Some people don't believe in dead people. Some people don't believe in higher self. Some people don't believe in this. I know that all of that exists because I've seen it all. Okay? Yeah. You have a calling. They're calling you in your subconscious. They're showing you things. They're showing you visions. They're calling you to do the work. All right? And the Six of Feathers, we have Ruth and Moabite. But Ruth replied, "Don't argue. Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go. And where you stay, I shall stay. Your people will be my people and your God, my God." Ruth. So what are you going to do, Sagittarius? You have the calling, but you're not listening or you're not paying attention. You need to get a journal. You need to start writing down your dreams as soon as you get up. You need to start writing down your visions. If you hear something, you need to start writing things down because your spirit team is with you and they're not going anywhere. Where you go, they go. So you need to start embracing your gifts. This is pretty powerful, Sagittarius. They're like, that happened to me. They're like, it's time for you to do the work. That's it. There's no more, I don't want to do this. There's no more, I'm afraid to do this or anything like that. Like my brother keeps telling me, like, you should have been working for the FBI on cold cases and stuff like that. Because sometimes when I would be watching the news and someone was killed or something like that, I would know exactly what happened to that person. But I was always too afraid to call. Autumn. So something in autumn for you. Again, when I get a timing card, 99.9% that's what's going to happen. So could it be that you're doing the work and by autumn you'll be fully immersed in your gifts? It could be. I'm not going to ask your higher self because again, this is an autumn. although we are 99.9% sure that this is going to happen, you could change your mind. You could do something else. You can do something. You can decide not to. Although if you're at this point where I'm at, they were like, yeah, no, you can't decide not to anymore. You were supposed to be doing this since you were a teenager, they told me. And you kept saying no, even though this is what you agreed to. So it's the same thing for you, Sagittarius. This is very specific. It's not going to be for every Sagittarius that's out there, but it's enough that, yeah, this is your reading. Okay. And if this is not for you, it's okay. Just move it along. The wild feminine. Awaken your she-wolf instinct, that primordial force. This is what you have right now. This is your totem right now. So make sure that you go ahead and look at what is it you need. If you've seen a wolf in white, that means that this is someone who is one of your spirit guides. And healing. I support you on the path of healing. If you need to heal, you need to get it done. Now is the time. Now is the time, Sagittarius. Come on. One more card for Sagittarius, please. What else does Sagittarius need to know? And I hear from Sagittarius, from higher self, is everything is aligned for autumn right now. But will it come to fruition? It's all up to you. Because sometimes we don't listen to our higher selves. So what else does Sagittarius need to know? One more card for Sagittarius, please. One more card for Sagittarius. One more card for Sagittarius, please. They're telling me just take the bottom card. Stories. Wow. I leave you in the memory of healing tales. That's been coming out a lot today. So a lot of you have a lot to work with your higher self, with your past lives. Your stories are there for you to access at any time and work through them. But now is your time, Sagittarius. You're not going to be able to say no or push it off or anything like that. You won't be able to do that anymore. Okay, Sagittarius. Ooh. Window. A new adventure in love is coming, so be ready. And remember, if that's the case, we attract what we are, what we mirror. So remember that when you are attracting someone, is that really what you want? Look inside yourself. Are you doing the work? Are you still carrying that baggage that you need to carry? Trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. That's an answer for you right there. That's a clarification on the new adventure that you're looking at. So I suggest that new adventure that you go on by yourself. Sagittarius. Let's see. What else does Sagittarius need to know, team? What else does Sagittarius need to know, team? Two more cards. Together, find joy in the simple pleasures. If you are with someone and this is the right person, you need to find joy in simple pleasures. You know, a lot of people look at things that you do as a married couple, things like that. Like if you go food shopping, why can't you go food shopping together? Why can't you clean the house together? Why can't you cook together? That's the sexiest thing that a woman can find in a man. It's not just you're bringing home the bacon, but what else are you doing? You know, if you're just bringing home the bacon and you're sitting in your ass and you're male or female and you're not doing anything else, I mean, me specifically, I wouldn't want to sleep with you. What would be the point? If I'm coming home from work, you're coming home from work, and you're expecting me to cook, me to clean, me to take care of the kids, me to do everything that needs to be done in the house, but then you're just sitting on your ass because you make more money or you're more tired than I am. You know, it doesn't work that way. And that's either or. You need to take up the mantle together in your home. You both live in the house. You both have laundry that needs to be done. You both eat the food that's cooked. You both want to live in a house that's clean. So do it together. And if you have kids, teach your kids. I taught my kids how to do laundry when they were 7 and 8 years old. From 7 to 8 years old, they started learning how to do laundry, how to clean the house. I started showing them how to cook simple things. By the time they were in high school, I didn't need to cook for them. I didn't need to do their laundry. They knew what they needed to do to clean their rooms. They helped me clean. They helped me with laundry. They helped me with yard work. These are things that they have to learn to do to be sufficient and to live on their own. I have no problem with them living on their own. I'm, my kids are not that kid. My kid is the kid that's showing your kid how to do laundry in college. How about that? And showing your kid how to cook in college because your kid never learned. So that's something that we all need to do. All right. So Sagittarius, sorry I went off on a tangent right there, but just things that you need to learn, things that you need to do. Remember that if you do have children, it's time for them to learn to be self-sufficient, because if they're not self-sufficient, they're not going to do well in the world when they're alone, when they're not around. And it's better for them to learn all of these things when they're home. If you don't, you and your husband, you both live in the same house. Therefore, every responsibility of that home belongs to both of you together, whether it's the female who's being the lazy one when they get home, or it's the guy who's being the lazy one when they get home, either or. So now I leave you with that, Sagittarius. We're moving on to Capricorn. And I'm closing off that portal, that connection to Sagittarius. We're opening up to Capricorn, Capricorn's higher self team. Spirit, what does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know right now? What does Capricorn need to know? And 3 cards fell out. Oh no, 4 cards fell out. And we have the High Priestess upside down. Am I taking it upside down? The 3 of Candles upside down. And then we have the King of Chalices and the Chariot right side up. So Mary Magdalene, the High Priestess, is upside down. I'm going to look at the book because I want to make sure that what I'm seeing is correct. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we have misunderstandings and hidden truth, unrealized potential, Capricorn. Why? Why aren't you realizing your potential? What is holding you back? What is stopping you from realizing your potential? I don't believe in myself. That's what I hear from Capricorn. I don't believe in myself. And 3 of Candles, the call of Abraham. And it's upside down. Yeah. Fear of the unknown, feeling stuck, doubting one's path or decisions. So you are doubting Thomas right now. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in your higher calling. And your higher calling doesn't have to be something like this. Your higher calling could be something that you do at work. You could be looking for a higher position, a new promotion. You're in that promotion and you don't think that you deserve it. You have that, what is it that people call it? That syndrome. It's like imposter syndrome. You guys got to stop doing that. There's no, people make this crap up and you guys roll with it and take it and you personify yourselves in it. If you speak it to fruition, it will become the truth. No matter what position I have ever been in, did I ever say I can't do this? I have always said I can do this. Even if I didn't know what I was doing, I know I can learn. I know I can do it. And I know I will get it done. And I would have that down pat within 30 days. Remember that you are you are the creator of your life. You are the manifester of what you want. This does not have room in your life upside down. This does not have room in your life. Now, if you're that type of person who loves this, who loves being the doubtful one, and who loves going around saying, I don't know if I could do it, just because you want the attention from people who say, but you can do it, you're so smart, then I don't know what to tell you. You have work to do. Because that is fear-based, that is lack mentality, and that brings in low vibrational beings that have their own agenda, and they'll put you to the point where anything and everything that you do will be negative. So you have to get away from this. I'm hoping that you're not that person that lives off of sitting there and having people tell you how wonderful you are and you can do this and you're, oh my God, you don't know how smart you are. That's not me. I won't sit there telling you this stuff. I used to do that with someone in my life. And no matter what position that person had, and no matter how much they climbed, they never believed that they were good enough or they could do it. And I spent so much time telling them how great they were and how you can do this. And what are you talking about? And I got to the point where I got fed up because you know what? One time I needed that kind of encouragement. And the answer that I got was, well, you can't be feeling this way, because if you're feeling this way, then who's going to help me? That's when I knew it wasn't worth my time and my effort. So we have the King of Chalice, the rebuilding of Jerusalem. Come, let us rebuild the wall of Jerusalem, and we will no longer be in disgrace. So could you be doing the work? Are there Capricorns that are doing the work? Yes, you're rebuilding. You're rebuilding your spirit, you're rebuilding your mind, you're rebuilding your body. So if you're doing this and you're doing the work, congratulations, great for you. But I have a feeling that there are some Capricorns that love this and are going to stay in this. And we have the Chariot, the pursuit of the Pharaoh. Now the Chariot is fast moving. It means something that is, whatever is coming, whatever you're doing is fast, fast, fast moving. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Be ready for it. Before you know it, it'll be here. Okay? So it's kind of like we're getting two different readings for two different Capricorns. So we have self-knowledge. Dive into your depths where your truth resides. So you need to start working on yourself. This person, this Capricorn that is in this lack mentality. And we have the bison totem. The bison is your totem. Life is showering you with its abundance. So it's letting you know, yeah, you have the abundance. You have everything. You can do this. So stop being in that mentality. Stop being in that lack. Stop enjoying, people coming to you and telling you, oh, you can do this. Why are you so doubtful? You got to stop that. Let's see. 2 more cards for Capricorn, please. And Capricorn is the last one on our list. So we're almost done. 2 more cards for Capricorn, please. And it looks to me like Capricorn, it's higher selves showing me past lives where that's what they used to do. So that's why they're still doing it. It's familiar. It's what they know. So they don't know how to get out of it. But you need to. You need to move it along. Sacred sexuality, reconnect with the source of your divine sexuality. So you need to start grounding. You need to start meditating. And I mean in-depth meditations. And we have healing family lines. You could be the healer of your ancestral lines if you only got out of this. You can heal your ancestral lines. That's what they're waiting for. Free yourself from the secrets and discover the hidden treasure of your heritage. Come on, Capricorn. You got a lot of work to do. But you're stuck in this mindset. Ugh. Do another cleanse after I'm done. Okay, what does Capricorn need to know, please? What does Capricorn need to know in romance and in love, team? I heard Capricorn say, I need to stay single. Yeah, you probably do need to stay single. Here we go. Connection. Love is the bridge, connecting souls, and cherish these connections. So cherish the connections from your loved ones. Cherish the connections from the people that you interact with. Because sooner or later, they're going to get fed up with you if you don't do the work for yourself. Divine timing. Everything is in divine timing. Trust it. Love will arrive when it's ready, and you're not ready right now. A new adventure in love will be coming, so you will need to get ready. And remember, like I said before, if you're not doing the work, you're going to get exactly who you are. Okay? And dressing up. An opportunity to dress up and party. Fun times ahead. So maybe you have a wedding coming up or a party coming up. It could be work. It could be family. Please don't be that person that's going to be going around trying to get attention, trying to, woe is me, and I wish, and I don't know, I know I got a new job, and I don't know if I can really do it. Don't be that person, especially at a party. Don't try to steal the thunder of the person who this party is for, especially if you're at a wedding. It's like, come on. Don't be that person. Okay? And that is all for Capricorn. So guys, gals, spirit, dragons, past lives, higher selves. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for working with me, working through me, and doing everything that we need to do to help the collective to move forward and to move on and to do the work that they need to do. I want to thank you for that. And I want to thank all of the people that have been following me, all of the new people that just started to connect with my channel. I want to thank all of you very, very much. I have so much gratitude for you. And also, I want to make sure that you guys remember, personal readings. I have sound healings and Reiki sessions. I can all do this either through Zoom or through a private link through YouTube. If you don't want to do it, face to face, I can pre-record it for you. All of the information is in my description box below. And all of the information that you need of people that I follow, people that I also listen to is also in the description box below. These are people that I respect and people that have a similar message that I have, not always, sometimes, but they really have a connection to spirit. And I'm sure there's a lot more that have connections to spirit, but these are the ones that I follow and that I look at the most and I pay attention to the most. So again, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of this and for following me on YouTube and following me on Instagram. I really do appreciate it. And right now, I'm going to tell you that that's it. We're done. I'm going to let you go at that. And God bless. And remember that you are worthy. You are an abundant being. You are the creator of your own reality. Remember this always, because spirit is always here to help you. It is up to you to reach out, and it is up to you to want to move forward and move out of the fear mentality, the lack-based mentality, move out of the third dimension into the fifth dimension and ascend with Mother Earth. It is totally up to you. Okay, God bless everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully sooner than later.